Creator Child presents Lunar Eclipse Blessing. From time immemorial, the wise have spoken of how the lunar eclipse has a strange, even sinister effect. That it is wiser to hide within our homes. Today we're going to study with aura eyes the effect of the lunar eclipse, to see what it really does, to use its strengths to bless us and the world. Time to take a closer look. One lunar eclipse had gone out to feel the energies. And as I looked down at the ground, I could see an enormous carpet, a tapestry of eels of energy dancing. And you may ask, but what is it? Well, these are the patterns that underlie life. Beneath physical existence, beneath nature, beneath insects, beneath animal migration, beneath the human body. So think of an organization where the normal staff who are working and acting in a particular way suddenly lift up their heads and say, what are we doing? Why are we working like this? And yet simultaneously, as they are lifted up, the rhythms, the music these forces listen to is transformed. Because as we look at ourselves, we realize that 3 chakras behave strangely during a lunar eclipse. As we have talked about earlier in other videos and articles, the abdomen chakra is strongly implicated. It slows down. It expands, but it slows down. And sometimes even turns in a reverse direction. The Bindu chakra expands again, but starts moving in a very different rhythm. And then the feet chakras become strong, deep, rooted deep into the earth. Yes, a lunar eclipse is a point when change can happen. So, for example, crops, the environment, the seasons themselves can change and shift. It can be ugly. So one may have fields covered with blight, with fungus. Or we may have a change that is so profound that the whole of the environment lights up with great fertility. Our health, our skeletal system, muscular system, urinary system, excretory system, immunity system, our skin, women about to have children, may all be hit by the lunar eclipse's negative backlash. But equally, those suffering from chronic problems that seemingly do not change, may suddenly find everything just melt around them, a new joy emerge. Emotions, relationships, desires are all impacted by the lunar eclipse. So, for example, forbidden desires may rise up, the taboo. But equally, it may unleash great vitality, which is transformatory in nature. Many during lunar eclipse times, and when we've looked at their auras, show dark energies dancing around their heads or their torsos. And we may get entangled by it. but equally, we may find it liberating and life changing. The lunar eclipse also opens doors, deeper doors than just the physical. And so we may peer into astral worlds, or the astral worlds may peer into us. It can be, well, terrifying, but it can be ecstatic, exquisite. A point from which the magic enters into us and out from us into every corner of the world. The moon help you let go of old hate, hurt, and baggage. The lunar eclipse is feared by many and loved by some. It is loved by those who believe that a greater romance can change the atmosphere of our lives. But you will ask, how can I do so? We will now share with you a very beautiful technique that you can use during the lunar eclipse time. In this, you use a mantra, and in that you embed the name of your God. So it starts with the sound Zai, then you add the name of your God, then the sound Mahanu, Devadhara, Devadhara. So for example, you may say Zai Yeshua Mahanu Devadhara, Devadhara. Or if you love Krishna, you could change it to this. Zai Krishna Ho Mahanu Devadhara, Devadhara. Or if you belong to another which believes that God is one and God is great, you could say Zai Allahu Mahanu Devadhara, Devadhara. So what you do in this ritual is very simple. You take a bowl of water, you put it out where the moon can see it. Now, since some parts of India will not be seeing the lunar eclipse, because it will be happening during our time when it's about 11 in the morning on Saturday, well, you put it out in a balcony where the sky can look at it, where the moon, even if beneath the earth, its energies can touch it. And you place it there and you chant over it. Now you can chant walking out into the open on your balcony or garden. But if you're more wary and do not want to take that chance, you can sit within the room inside and chant and direct your chant towards that water bowl outside. And as you chant, you need to do it for quite some time, for about close to 20 minutes. Now, eclipses usually last several hours, but you can do it at the time when the greatest interaction is happening. And as you do that, the energies of transition, of resetting, of the divine using doors of change and strangeness to strengthen one's inner faith, one's sinews of power. Anyway, after the water is charged, you take it, put it into a bottle. You can put the bottle in your fridge. And what you do with it is, Every day you take a little bit of the water and pour it over your feet. As you do that, you can chant the chant again. And you will ask, what will this energy water do? Now, the truth of the matter is, many of us carry hurts and hates and pains and anguishes and terrors, not just from this life, but from ancestors beyond. Yes, those bits of pain, and anguish, and terror, and wondering will sometimes be dragging you down. And when you pour that water over your feet, it's as if it is cleansing you and cleansing your path. So you carry a little less baggage as you go on into life. Thank you for subscribing to our channel, visiting creativechild.com, and growing with God.